Hello. All right. I'm just going to get lined up. I'm pretty sure I'm in the right place this time. So epic failure last time that I did an aha moment with a couple of my friends. We actually came on in the wrong place. So, but I think I'm good this time. I think I'm good. Okay. I think I'm good. Oh yeah, totally good. Okay, so I'm going to dive right in because I'm starting just a few seconds late. My name, I'm going to swipe over. Hi, Johnny. Okay, but I'm going to swipe over because I will get distracted because I'm literally the epitome of a squirrel. But a little bit about me. My name is Rachel Pence, and I'm a Superstar Director, one of the Superstar Directors in the We're Better Together community, and I'm super, super excited to talk to you guys today. I've been in Cincy since 2016, and it has changed every part of my life, from the very top to the very bottom and everything in between, every single day since February 26th of 2016. So I love to share with you guys, and I love to, show you some things that have worked for me. So social media. I am a social seller. I love social media. I have utilized it to work my business in so many ways. Not the only way that I work my business, but it is one of the strongest parts of my business. And I absolutely love it. And learning how to utilize social media to your advantage in your business is huge. It's a game changer, and it can mean a lot of money and a lot of recruits for you. But there's a right way and there's a wrong way to do it. So I want to talk to you guys today about the way that I marry my personal life and my business life on my social media profiles, and the way that I make my social media life intriguing and attractive to people that are watching from the outside. So I have a few little steps for you. And okay, so a little thing about me too is I am not a planner. When I have a breakout, I write my breakout at lunch, literally like the lunch before I present, like legit an hour before. So same thing. I did this morning. So, but that's the way that I am. That's the way that my brain works. Speaking of Enneagrams, like Christina mentioned, I'm a 7, so I'm an opposite spectrum as far as spontaneous and adventurous, and not a planner at all whatsoever. So these are some things that have worked for me, and I hope that some of them work for you. So a few step by step. So I have a lot. I have a lot of steps, okay? But here are like my top 5 tips, okay? So number 1, first and foremost, you have creating a brand. And creating a brand, I think, is a super part of this business because it becomes a really fun part of this business. And there's so much information out there about creating a brand. And if you look, I think Candy Hine has a video on here that dives really in depth about creating a brand. But I do think creating that brand is important. And you'll notice down below, up top, wherever it's at, I tagged my Instagram, and my brand is the Wickless Homestead. How I came up with the Wickless Homestead is Wickless, obviously, and then Homestead because I live on a little farm, and our goal is to build a self-sustaining homestead one day. So to build your brand, really where to start is to think, what are the quirky things about you? What are the things about you that when they think of your name, when people think Rachel Pence, what do they think? Okay, so Christina said, they think of my home decor. They think of my farmhouse stuff. They think of my chickens and my pigs and my dogs and all these crazy things that we do. So the homestead came naturally because it was part of my farm, right? So I think of the quirky things about you. Do you have 15 kids? Do you have a farm? Are you a semi-truck driver? Are you a forklift driver? Do you have snakes? I don't know. Whatever it could be. The quirky things about you that are a little different than the normal, okay? And we all have them, even if you feel like you don't, even if you're the mom of 2 that lives in the subdivision, I guarantee there's something about you that's a little different. Maybe your parenting style, maybe it's just, that you love being a mom, whatever it is, things like that. Something about you that, that if somebody thinks of you, they're going to think of that. So finding your brand, and one way to find that out and what people think of you as is to ask people. Post on your Facebook and say, when you think of me, what do you think of? And don't include Cincy. When you think of me, what do you think of? And to see what people think. You may be surprised. It may be things that you may not even realize are what people are watching you for, okay? And that's the thing, is we have people on social media that are watching us. Even if we don't realize that they're watching us. They're watching, and they may not be necessarily engaging, but they're still watching. So you have to keep that in mind with your social media, the people that are watching. So your brand, creating your brand, sticking with your brand. When I'm talking about that too, I'm going to talk a little bit about Instagram. And I'm not a Instagram master. I don't want to say that. I don't have 20,000 followers or anything crazy like that. But I am spending this year to really work on Instagram and to really increase my Instagram following, because I feel like there's a huge demographic of the population that we aren't really capturing just yet, because they're mostly on Instagram. A lot of millennials, they're only on Instagram. A lot of people aren't using Facebook anymore. So I'm really trying to dive into Instagram myself. So some things with that is Instagram is different with Facebook, because when you look at somebody's feed, you see pictures. You don't see words. So if you've never been on Instagram, you see when you scroll through, when you see somebody's squares, it's just their squares. If you go through your feed, you see words, but at somebody's profile, it's only pictures. So your pictures need to be engaging. Your pictures need to have very similar styles. So one way to do this is if you look up filters, looking up filters with your photos, and sticking to very specific filters so that your squares flow, so that they have a specific vibe to them. So if I take a picture and I put my filters on it, a lot of people can identify that that's my picture without me even saying that it's my picture, because it's got my filters, it's got my vibe, it's got, the look that I go for in my decor, all of the different things. So keep your Instagram pretty and the flow, worry about the flow and the vibe. And with Instagram, one thing that I do is I keep my pretty things in my squares. Okay. I don't, if it's something like, my kid is, I don't know, doing something really random and it's not super pretty or whatever, I put that in my stories. Your stories is where a lot of people are watching and engaging on your Instagram anyways. That's where people are swiping and they're looking and they want things that are catching their attention, funny moments, whatever else. So make sure that if you're on Instagram, you are utilizing your stories, because I'll tell you, people see your stories sometimes before they do your feed. It's totally opposite of Facebook. So it's a learning curve for all of us. But the look of your Instagram for me is one thing that's really important. I like my Instagram to have a very specific vibe and a very special feel, and it to look like me, okay? On top, but in addition to that though, number two that I have on here that's really important is to be real. So, and this is something that I will tell you, I am working on myself, making sure that I'm being very real and authentic. I want my pictures to be pretty, but I also want people to know that my house isn't perfect. That my house is a freaking wreck half the time. Right now, it's a wreck. If you looked outside of this rectangle, you would be like, oh my God, like that girl needs to clean her house. Like this rectangle is all you're allowed to see because everything else is a mess. So trust me, you want people to know that you're a real person. Yes, you want your posts to be pretty. Yes, you want your stuff to be eye-catching and intriguing and all these things. But at the end of the day, you also want to be a real-life human, okay? You want to be a real-life person that people can identify with, and that attracts people because they're like, oh, like she can be successful in Scentsy, and her life is a crap show. I can be successful in Scentsy. My life's a crap show, right? So we want to be real and we want to be authentic, and we want people to really be attracted to us for our vibe, okay? We want people to want to be around us, and we want people to think like, oh, she can do that, I can do that. We want people to be like, oh, I want to go where she's going. Like, this is fun. Like, she looks like she's having a dang good time. Like, I want to go have a dang good time, right? Like, we want to use attraction marketing to our advantage, and we want people to look at us and say, oh my gosh, I want that. I want all that. I want what that girl has. And oh my goodness, Scentsy got that for her, right? Well, then I guess I got to sell Scentsy because I want red Ray Dunn bowls. So I got to sell Scentsy, right? We want people to look at what we have. And I'm not saying material items. Please don't think I'm saying material items, because that's not what this is about at all whatsoever. But I'm saying we want people to want what we have, and and again, not material items. We want people to want what we have and realize we have what we have because of Scentsy. That Scentsy is the vehicle that gave us whatever, if it's the material items, the trips. If Scentsy was the vehicle that allowed me to stay home with my kids, whatever it is, I want people to see Scentsy and realize that's what's given me this life. That is what is, that has made me who I am. And that Scentsy is the vehicle that has done all this for me. So we want our profiles and our social media to be, attract people, attraction marketing, to make people want to be around us and to make people want to be in the same room as us, in that same room as Scentsy. So on top of that, sharing, not selling. So when you're talking about, and this is maybe the biggest part here, okay? when you're talking about your profile and sharing things on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and Twitter or whatever it is that you're using for social media, sharing, not selling. And what I mean by that is saying, holy cow, guys, look at this new salt lamp warmer I got. I love it. It's so cool. Not, this salt lamp warmer is $45 and it's available Monday at 3 a.m. That's not going to work. But holy cow, this is the best thing I've ever had in my entire life. Look how cute it looks on this table with this plant. Whatever it is. You want something where they're going to say, well, I want that to look cute on my table with that plant. Not, oh, that's $55. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? You want to attract them to their product. You want to share, not sell. You don't want to use flyers. So please, 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 I'm telling you, do not use flyers. That's one thing to use a Bring Back My Bar flyer or whatever every once in a while. But if I go to your profile, I should not be able to scroll through and find many flyers. Again, there is the great once in a while where it's a Bring Back My Bar flyer or something like that, but try to make your pictures and your profile as personal as you possibly can, okay? And try when you're doing that too to mix personal and business in the same posts. Of course, you don't want to overload your profile with only business. So you need to make sure that you're going through and you're being very conscious of the posts that you're making. And you're making a business post and then a personal post. A picture, the picture of your Himalayan salt warmer and then a picture of your kids. You want to mix it up. You want to mix it up so that people are being engaged and entertained and not only thinking that you're only doing Scentsy and you're that spammy Scentsy lady that's posting the flyers and isn't a real person and is only going to ask people to buy stuff, and nobody wants to be that lady, okay? So don't be that lady. Don't post the flyers and mix it up. Personal, business, mix it up. And if you can mix the two together, even better. So if you can make a post that's your kid holding your Scentsy buddy, right? You're mixing personal because it's your kid, but you're also adding business because you're posting a picture of a Scentsy buddy that you sell. People are going to be a lot more interested in that. And even if they're not commenting because they want the buddy, they're commenting and they're liking that picture because they like your kid, which is boosting your algorithm. So then it could end up in somebody's feed that does want that buddy. So it's so important to try to mix as much as you can. Again, your kids with their buddies, your home decor with a warmer staged. And that's why I'll always encourage you to get the warmer of the month. Always, all day long, encourage you to get to the warmer of the month. Not only is it great for your business, but it's also a great tool for you to stage and to show people before it's available and for you to take those pictures. Go to Target and grab that plant stand, whatever it is in the dollar bins, to stage that warmer really well so that people really want it, so the picture looks pretty and people can envision it there in their house. Because that's another part of flyers. Why you do not want to use flyers is because people have a hard time envisioning things in their house. Believe it or not, they really struggle. They may not be able to picture the chicken, and the new catalog. We have a chicken warmer. You better believe I'm getting the chicken, and I'm going to put it right up on that shelf, and I'm going to make it look super stinking cute. So people that normally would look at a chicken warmer and say, oh my God, Scentsy made a chicken warmer, they're going to say, oh my God, I want the chicken warmer, right? We want them to say, oh my God, I want the chicken warmer. So I'm going to put it on a stand, and I'm going to make it look stinking cute, and I'm going to sell the heck out of that chicken warmer, okay? So making sure that your things are business and personal and that they're attracting people, mixing the personal and the business. I know I'm all over the place. Again, I'm a 7. Guys, I'm all over. My brain's everywhere. So sorry if it's hard for you to kind of follow, but I'm going to bounce back and forth a bunch. And with that, you also want to post consistently. You want to consistently post. If you're posting every great once in a while, you're going to struggle. If you're posting every single day, personal and business, then you're going to have a lot more success because people are going to know that you're posting. You're going to pop up on on their feeds. It's going to boost your algorithm. Somebody was calling, sorry. But it's going to do all of the things. So make sure that you're being consistent with your posting, okay? And that is in your feed, that is in your stories, that is on your profile, on your VIP page, on your business page. Consistently post everywhere, okay? All the time. Let's see, what else? What did I miss? Oh, don't overcomplicate things. I am one that I will tell you, if you're going to make a post, one sentence the majority of the time. Granted, I've made some paragraph posts, absolutely, but you at least want the first sentence of your post to be something that is going to make somebody stop in their tracks, okay? If it's not going to make them stop in their tracks that first sentence, they're not going to keep reading. So you need to have one sentence if you can. If you can't keep it to one sentence, you want that first sentence to be super, super engaging and something that's going to make them want to keep reading, okay? It's just like, the thing, what's it called? The beginning of a book, the first thing, I don't know what that is. can't remember, but the first part of the book, that's what I read. If I'm reading the back of a book, if I'm at the store and I'm looking for a book to read, the old school way, usually I'm on Kindle anymore, but still, if I'm looking at a book, I'm turning to the back and I'm reading the back to see what it says. If those 2 paragraphs that are right there aren't catching my attention, I'm not going to want to read 412 pages because I wasn't entertained with 2 paragraphs. So why, if your first sentence of your post isn't engaging, would somebody want to read 4 paragraphs, right? Think of it as the exact same way in a smaller scale. When we're talking also about, I have to backtrack a little. When we're talking about pictures, I also want you guys to keep in mind that, say that you set this warmer up and you made it look really cute. You want to post tomorrow, right? Take multiple pictures. You don't have to post them all the same day. If you look cute one day, because you want to put your face in as many as you can. If you look cute one day, but you know you're not going to look cute the rest because you got kids, right? If you look cute one day, take 14 selfies. Go change your stinking shirt. Whatever you got to do to where next week, when you're not looking cute, but you need to post a picture of yourself, you've got a picture to share. Take as many selfies as you can. It doesn't have to be posted today. You can post it next week. Like I said, if you don't want people to know that it's the same day, go change your shirt and your earrings. Nobody's going to notice. That picture of your warmer, the picture of your kid, whatever it is, have a log, a log that you can choose those photos out of to put on your social media profiles so that it's not just that day, because every day isn't exciting, right? But we want our posts to be exciting every day and engaging and attractive to people every single day so they're interested in what we're doing. So sharing, not selling. 50-50 with your personal and business, mixing your personal and business on the same post, no flyers, using algorithms to your advantage. One way to do that is referral posts. So I love to go to Facebook and I love to say, hey, locals, where do you guys get dip manicures at? And everybody's going to comment. What's nice is, yes, it's not related to Scentsy, but those people don't know it yet, but the 30 people there just boosted my algorithm. So if my next post is a Scentsy warmer, it's going to show up in their feed because they commented. So Facebook thinks that they're engaging with me and they're interested in what I have to say. Okay. So then the next post that is Scentsy is going to show up in their feed. So you have to use it to your benefit. Another thing, no politics. Okay. And I have no idea what time it is. I'm going to swipe over so that you guys can yell at me and say, Rachel, you need to stop because I don't know what time it is. And it's not even going to show me because it's still showing me there's like 4 people watching from earlier. So, but no politics on your Facebook, on your Instagram, whatever it may be. No politics, guys. No politics. It needs to be things that make it fun. Make your profile fun and make it, like I said, something that some people are going to want to be around you. Your vibe attracts your tribe, and you want to really attract people to you that you want to spend time with, and people that want to spend time with you, people that are positive. No negativity. Don't post negative things. Again, don't post politics. Politics is one of the ones that is the biggest that comes to my mind because of the era that we're in. But refrain from things like that because you have a different of opinion than other people, and that's fine. It's okay. We all are allowed to have our opinions, absolutely. But you're a business owner, okay? And you need to remember you are a business owner. And yes, you're allowed to have an opinion as a business owner. And yes, I want you to be passionate about things because you have the right to be and you should be. But at the same time, it doesn't go on social media because you don't want people to be turned off from you or block you because you have a difference of opinion, and they will, okay? And you don't want people to do that. You want people to, even if they don't like, even if you voted for somebody else, they still might want a Scentsy warmer. Who cares? You're a business owner, and you need to treat your social profiles as if you are a business owner, okay? While mixing personal. I know it's kind of a fine line, but you need to remember you are a business owner, and you want to attract people, not turn people off. You don't want people to not want anything to do with you because somebody keeps calling me, but a different opinion. Would you, and I want you to think to yourself, if you go through your profile, would you want to follow you? If you go through your Facebook wall, your timeline, I don't know what it's called anymore, but would you want to follow you? Okay? Would you hit the follow button on your Instagram? If you wouldn't, then that means that you need to reassess where you're at, and you need to make some adjustments with where you're at, with the way that you're running your social profiles. Let's see. Okay, so make your Scentsy posts public. That's another one too. Your posts that are about Scentsy. Yes, I get that we want to have some privacy on our profiles. I get you share pictures of your kids, all those different things. You can adjust the settings on your profile according to the individual post. So your posts that are Scentsy related, you need to make those public so that people that aren't following you right now can see that. And my Instagram is public. You can't do that specifically with Instagram posts, but my Instagram is public because I want people to come to my profile that may not know me, that may find me, and I want them to see my posts and want to follow me and follow what I'm doing. And again, I want them to know what I'm doing. I want them to wonder, what is she doing? I want to do that, right? I want the life that she has, which means I do Scentsy. Scentsy has allowed me to have the life that I have. It's been the vehicle to give me what I've had. I want everybody to see that. So I don't want my profiles to be private. Yes, I get it. I'm taking that chance because my kids are being seen. But at the same time, it's 2020. And it's just, I'm willing to take that chance that my cute little baby girl is gonna be seen by somebody that I don't know for my business to excel, okay? And, so make your post as public as you can so that people get to know you, and you want them to get to know the real you. And just be real and share your quirks and their quirks and the different things about you and the funny things about you and the weird things about you are the things that people love about you. So don't be afraid to show those things and to wear the weird flag proudly, because the weird people are the fun people, and the weird people are the people that change the world. And believe it or not, we're changing the world with wax and making it a better place. And just be passionate. People can feel your passion through the screen, and you need to be passionate about your business. And marrying your personal life and your business life is one of the ways that you can show you're passionate, because you're passionate about your family. You're passionate about the way that Scentsy has impacted your family, and people are, again, going to want to know. And things, if you're passionate about something, people want to know why, right? So, and then we also one other really quick tip is we never want to talk bad about Scentsy publicly. Scentsy is a huge lifeline for all of us, and we want to speak only positive about Scentsy so that people only think positive thoughts about Scentsy, right? See what time it is? I cannot see what time it is. So I am about done. Don't overcomplicate it. Make it fun. Make people want to be around you. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And just be really conscious of how you're blending the two, and try to do it the best that you can where they work together opposed to working against each other. And again, make Scentsy your life. I'm not saying make it your life obsessively, but Scentsy is a vehicle to get you where you want to be. So make sure you're sharing that with as many people as you can. And like I said, I hate that I'm rushing off because I don't know how much time I have, but our up next is Kiki Dickerson, and she is the director of the team Lead with Love. She joined in 2017, and she has been running her business internationally. She moved after she became a consultant and still is a director. So amazing, wonderful. She is going to be teaching you guys about dreaming big, and I'm super excited to watch. So all right, well, thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I hope to meet so many of you at World Tour and Reunion and Bermuda and Amsterdam and all the things, and I love you guys, and I hope you have an amazing day, and thanks for hanging out with me. Bye!